Good morning, students. Here is the online session of your economics subject. As you all aware with the current situation of COVID-19, I hope you all are good and safe. Everyone, please just stay at your home and stay safe. So, for today economics lesson, sharing my screen with you all. Good morning, class. I am Anu Kumari from Arihant College of Education. I am your economics teacher. So before starting the subject, let me show you some pictures. Students, here you see some pictures of wealth, supply and demand, labor and land. Can you say what does these pictures denotes? What coming in your mind after seeing these pictures? Here is the another picture named as growth, prices, inflation, rate, commitment, increasing risk. Students, this picture shows about the economy of our country. And as we are today going to learn about the basic concept of economics. But before starting the chapter, tell me some answers. What is economy? Any student can answer. What is economy? An economy is an area of production, distribution, and trade, as well as consumption of goods and services by different agents within a year. Economy means the production and consumption of goods within a year by us. That is called economy. And what is economics? And how economics is related with our daily life? Any student can answer. Economics is really a very interesting subject. As we come up with the economics in our daily life, can anyone define what is economics? Economics is the study of science as well as arts, which teaches us how to satisfy our needs from unlimited wants with limited resources. Economics is the study which teaches us how to satisfy our unlimited want. Limit like students, if you have 20 rupees and you are thirsty, but you want to buy biscuit, cold drink, ice cream, and water, and you have only 20 rupees, then what will you prefer first? I hope you will go with the water because you were thirsty. So, this is called economics. From all different wants, we satisfy our need with that limited resource. That is 20 rupees is our resource and water is our need. Whereas water, coke, ice cream, they all are our wants. I hope you all understand. Economics is related with our day-to-day life, like buying goods from the market, which give highest satisfaction for the price, demand and supply of goods. These things affects our daily life. Like students, when you go to market, there you see a potato in 10 rupees per kg. Then obviously you will buy 2 to 3 kg potatoes because its cost is low. But when you again go to market and see that potato is of 50 rupees kg, then you buy that product in limited quantity, that is either half kg or 1 kg. So that is demand and supply. When the price of any product decreases, its demand rises, and vice versa. So now let's come to the chapter, that is basic concept of economics. As you all know that we have to read many things in economics like inflation, growth, prices, like that we have to read about wealth. In general language, wealth means money, as we usually call wealth money. But in economics, refers to those goods which satisfy our wants, which satisfy human wants. Or we can say, wealth refers to anything which, which market values, which have higher market values and can be exchanged for money. You know, in our previous time, there was the barter system. At that time, people were selling anything like if they want to buy wheat, they give a rice to any person and in back they purchase wheat from them. So wealth is anything which satisfy our wants or which can be exchanged for money. There are some characteristic of wealth. The first characteristic of wealth is utility. Second is scarcity. Third characteristic of wealth is transferability. And fourth is externalities. So, now we will read one by one about the characteristic of wealth. The first is utility. Utility, a commodity which must have the capacity to satisfy human wants. Utility means a commodity which must have the capacity to satisfy human wants, like furniture, refrigerator, table, chair, etc. As these things we uses in our house which satisfy our wants. The second characteristic of wealth is scarcity. Scarcity is the limited availability of a commodity which may be in demand in the market or by the commons, like water scarcity, labor shortage, electricity scarcity, etc. As we see, there are many shortages of water in many places. So, water scarcity is also a characteristic of wealth. The third characteristic of wealth is transferability. Means it is a commodity that should be transferable from person to person as well as place to place. For example, vehicle, jewelry, etc. We can give our vehicle, we can sell our vehicle in back to money. We can get money from selling our vehicle. That is why it is considered as a property of wealth. The third characteristic of wealth is externalities. That is, a good can be transferred only if it is in external to human body. The goods which can be transferred and it is external from the human bodies, like bag, chair, pen. We can give pen if anyone require it. We can give chair to sit anyone if they want chair to sit, like that. So student, I hope you all understand till here. Can you all answer what is the characteristic of wealth? Name the four characteristic of wealth. First is utility, second is scarcity, third is transferability, and fourth is externalities. Now let's come on the personal income. What is personal income? Can anyone answer? Personal income. Personal income refers to an individual total earning from wages, investment, enterprises, or interest, etc. Personal income is the income of an individual. Means like your father personal income is his earning, what he get from the company, his investment, what he invested in any stock market or anywhere in jewelry or what, or interest which he get from the bank, either bank or from any loan or what, that is known as personal income. Income, the total earning of individual. Personal income is the total earning of an individual, not that collective earning of all the family. The total earning of only one individual, that is known as personal income from the wages, investment, enterprises, or interest, etc. Now, what is personal disposal income? Can anyone answer? Personal disposal income is that part of personal income which is left over after payment or direct taxes. Personal disposal income is that part of personal income which is left over after payment or direct taxes such as income tax, wealth tax, etc. As you know, we pay many direct taxes from our wages. So, personal disposal income is the money left, that income left after the payment of direct taxes, that is income tax, wealth tax, etc. The money which live with us only. Now comes to the economic activities. Students, economic activities are classified into four types, which are production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. As you see in the picture, economic activity is dis- is classified into four different types: production, distribution, exchange, and consumption. So now let's study about these economic activities one by one. But before starting, let's see one video.
Created using Powtoon.
Student, as we seen in this video about the production and the factor of production. So now let's come and learn about the economic activities. And the first one is production. Production is a creation of utility, or we can say production is a process of combining various material inputs and immaterial inputs in order to make something for consumption. There are four type of factor of production. First one is land. Second factor of production is labor. Third is capital. And fourth is entrepreneur. Now let's discuss this factor of production one by one. The first factor of production is land. What is land? Land is refers to all the natural resources. All the natural resources either on the earth, either on the surface of the earth or below the surface of the earth is considered as land. Like example river, fish, mines, forest, etc. The second factor of production is labor. Labor is a human factor of production. It is the worker who applies their efforts, abilities, and skill to produce. Students, as you all know that India has abundant number of labor force which help us in the development of our economy. Labor is the main factor of production or main factor which help in the economic development of the country. The third factor of production is capital. Capital is a produced means for further production. It is a man-made factor of production which earns the reward in the form of interest, like machineries, technologies, etc. This comes under the capital form of production. The fourth is entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is a person who brings other factors of production in one place. He uses them for the production process. Like someone person who starts some business, some construction works, they are known as entrepreneur. Here are the factor of production. The first is land, that is free gift of nature, we can say, like soil, forest, rivers, mines, air, etc. Second factor is labor. that is mental or physical work done for income, like a farmer doing work in the for growing crops in the fields, IITians working in offices, people working in corporate sectors. This all comes under the labor, which do their mental or physical work for the income. Third one is capital, that is man-made means of production. We make machineries to produce goods, like we make sugar industries to produce sugar from sugar cane. We construct mills for the production of clothes, buildings for the IT sector and corporate sectors. These all were common under capital. Fourth factor of production is entrepreneur. They are the risk taker, organizer, or builder of other factor. The peoples like Ambani or Tata, they were known as the entrepreneurs who start some business at the risk. These were the factor of production. Now let's read about the another economic activities, that is distribution. Distribution means the spread of product throughout the marketplace such that a large number of people can buy it. Distribution means the C, production. We make clothes, that is production. But after making clothes, we have to distribute it over market so that people can buy it. Or if we make sugar, we have also to distribute. Means we want a marketplace to distribute our all production so that a large number of people can buy it. That is called distribution. The third economic activity is exchange. Exchange refers to the sale and purchase of goods and services. In economics, exchange is necessarily a monetary transactions. For example, students, if we go to buy something, means if I'm going to buy a scooty, then we have to give money in exchange of scooty. Or if you go to buy ice cream, chocolates or anything, then you have to pay back them money. That is known as exchange, for buying something in exchange of money. That is known as exchange, sale and purchase of goods and services. The fourth economic activity is consumption. The term consumption refers to the final or direct use of goods and services to satisfy the wants and needs of human beings. Consumption. Consumption is the direct use of goods and services which satisfy humans. That means our needs and wants. Like if we buy a chocolate, first process there goes chocolate, the production of chocolate. Second, the distribution of chocolate in the market. Third process is we buy chocolate in exchange of money from the market. And the fourth process is consumption. That is when we eat that chocolate and satisfy our want or need. That is known as the consumption. Means the use of that good directly to satisfy our needs or wants. I hope, student, you all understand that. Right. So, now let's come to some questions. I have some questions for you from this chapter, which I have taught you. So now let's come on the questions. My first question is, what is economics? Any student can answer. What is economics? Okay. Economics is the study how to satisfy our unlimited wants from the limited resources. Or we can say, economics is the study of science as well as arts, which teaches us how to satisfy our needs from unlimited wants with limited resources. My second question is, what name the different type of economics? As you have further read in the classes, two different type of economics or two different branches of economics. Anyone can answer. Two different branches or two different types of economics. There are two different types of economics, that is microeconomics or macroeconomics. My third question is, name the different types of economic activities. Students, now we have read about the different types of economic activities. Come on, answer. Anyone can answer. There are four different type of economic activities. They are, first is production, second is distribution, third is exchange, and fourth is consumption. Now let's come on the next question. What are the different factor of production? Name the different factor of production. Different factor of production are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. So student, I hope you all learn about the basic concepts of economics. So further we will read in the next class. Here is some homework for you all. Student, here I have given a link. You have to go on this link and have to answer all the question. It's mandatory to all the student. You all have to go through this link and have to answer all the questions. And you have to also complete your homework. Okay, class. Further, we will read in the next class. Thank you all.